Hey guys, and welcome back to Trials and Tribulations. In the last part, we talked to Gumshoe, and we found the real murder weapon, which is victim's staff, which is a sword cane. So, there you go. Sword canes are cool. Anyway, now we're gonna get out of here. Because, yeah, get out of here. Main gate, I guess. Let's see. Suspension bridge, I guess. Since we know... Here, let's check here first, just to clear everything up. Okay, February 9th, Heavenly Hall. Anybody here? I was expecting Larry and Pearls to be here. I guess I must have gone to collect firewood. I suppose I'll have to check back later. Alright, whatever. God, idiots. I don't like you hanging out with Larry. He's a bad, stupid influence. Alright. He's a very stupid influence on you. Let's go to the garden. Hi, Edgeworth. How you doing? Still staring blankly ahead? God, could you just imagine that if, you know, in these games, unless something is happening, usually when you find someone, they're just standing there like that, ready to talk to you. Could you just imagine if you were walking around an area and people were literally just standing perfectly straight, looking directly forward, just waiting for you to come and talk to them? That'd be hilarious. Alright, hang on, there was something we were talking about. I think it was here. I have to present a profile of someone that is bad. ... Hey, Edgeworth. Did you know that Iris had a twin sister? What? A twin? You can't be serious. Sister Bikini told me, but the problem is she didn't know the name of this twin. There was nothing about Iris having a sister in the files I collected. Well, Iris was taken in by the temple when she was really young. Apparently her sister was raised by her father. A jeweler, I think. A jeweler? Right. I might just know who this twin sister of hers is. I had a feeling you'd say that. Let me guess. Her name is Dahlia Hawthorne, right? Yes, exactly. Please tell me what you know about her, Edgeworth. Please. It was my first court case, 6 years ago. I was a greenhorn, and due to my inexperience, the defendant died. You're talking about Terry Falls, right? You know about that case? You're not the only one who noticed something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. I checked one of Mia's old files from 6 years ago. Yes, Dahlia was a key witness in that case. Dahlia and Terry Falls conspired together to stage a fake kidnapping 11 years ago. Who filmed it? Who's standing down there in the water? Okay, they stole a jewel worth $2 million from Dahlia's father. A jeweler. Thank you. I never would have guessed that he was a jeweler from the 4 times we've said that. And 5 years after that, she murdered her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne, to keep her from talking. Her sister? Well, her stepsister, actually. They weren't blood related. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father. Wait. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife. Oh. And this is when she entered my life. The woman who tried to kill me. So after Terry Falls died, what happened to Dahlia? Did you check that out? There's no need. Like I said, Dahlia isn't connected with this case. Why are you so sure about that? It's simple. Dahlia Hawthorne's dead. What? Well, her metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to historians, so to speak. What do you mean by Dahlia Hawthorne is dead, Edgeworth? I only just discovered this, Wright, but I never knew about the murder case you were involved in during your college years. Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, thanks to the persistence of Mia Fey. Mia Fey! Mia Fey! At the time, Dahlia... It's like she was possessed by a demon or something. It's been almost 5 years since that guilty verdict was handed down, and her sentence was finally carried out. She was executed last month. Executed? I'm sure that's a bit of a shock for you, right? And for more reasons than one. Do you understand now? She can't possibly be connected with this case. She's dead, and once someone's dead, there's no way to revive them. Really, I never would have guessed, except unless they've been dead for less than 5 minutes, in which case you can still use a defib on them. Or, if you're playing Left 4 Dead, you can just find him in a closet. It's cool. There's no way to revive the dead. I wonder. It seems you're not aware of one other connection yet, Edgeworth. And what is that? It's about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. Wait, it's about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother. What's their mother got to do with any of this? She's Morgan Fey, a spirit medium from a branch family of the Kurain channeling technique. Did you say Kurain channeling technique? Do you know something about it? Oh yes, I know it's connected with that fraudulent spirit medium. Fraudulent? I was involved in another nightmare 17 years ago. I was caught up in the middle of a murder investigation. The police didn't have any leads. They were stumped, and that's when they called her in. She was a very famous spirit medium and the master of her channeling school. But you know what happened? As a result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She and her powers, they were all fraudulent. Edgeworth. Go to the police records room. It's all in there. All you have to do is check the DL6s in a case file and you'll know. Of course, how could I forget? Edgeworth was the victim in that case. Edgeworth, you'll understand someday. And then you'll see that the Kurain channeling technique is real. Okay. So, yeah, now where? I guess I'll go to the training hall? It's the last place I haven't been to. Oh yeah, don't you have a Cyclock, I think? Yeah, you do. Okay, Night of the Crime. Night of the Crimmy. Let's do it. Makatama! Okay, let's do it. How many do you have? Like 5? Oh, 3, okay. Every other secret she's had has been like 5. I think it's time you told me the truth about what you were doing on that night. You said you were in your room at Hazakura Temple the entire time. Do you still claim that to be the truth?
Yes, that's where I was.
Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe what you're telling me, too. But I can't. Because this person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder. Let's see, it would be, Bikini. Take that! God. Why is your name Bikini? No one wants to see you in a bikini. You're like 3 feet tall. Okay, I'm talking about Sister Bikini, of course.
Sister Bikini.
Her testimony in court today was very clear. That night I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up, violently. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. Why are you Southern, too? God, it's weird. Southern midget named Bikini, who's also a nun on a snowy mountain. Ugh. Okay. Sister Bikini didn't just see you, she spoke with you. You two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, Iris, you were there at the Inner Temple on the night of the murder.
That's very impressive, Mr. Wright.
Yay.
The acolyte's actual training was due to start after 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early, so I wouldn't be late.
What time was that?
Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the inner temple. So I would have left at about 9:40 p.m., I think.
I'm sorry, Iris, but lying just doesn't suit you.
Huh?
Now you say you left the main hall at 9:40 p.m., but what you say doesn't add up with this. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Rang the lights out bell. Yeah. Rang lights out bell at 10 p.m. and then was in her room until the murder was discovered. So you left at 9:40. So I guess it would be this. Yeah, it would be this. Boom. You yourself testified to the contrary, don't you remember? You said you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night. Plus, only moments before you rang that bell, you were seen in the main hall by the most reliable witness I have.
Who's that?
Me.
Mr. Wright.
We even spoke a little that evening. That's when you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten.
No, that's right. I remember.
And that brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10 o'clock on the night of the murder, you were seen in two different places at the same time. It's time you told me exactly what's been going on, Iris. So far, I've managed to prove two things. First, on the night of the incident, you were at the Inner Temple. And second, at the exact same time, you were ringing the bell at Hazakura Temple. There's only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility. You were at Hazakura Temple, you were at the Inner Temple, there were two of you. There were two of you. The craziest one is always correct. That's just how it works. Alright. On the night of the incident, you were seen in two different places at the same time, which means there must have been two of you. I can't think of any other explanation, Iris.
But that's crazy. How could that be? There's only one of me. It's impossible.
Impossible? I wonder. The way you're trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise.
Go. You're seriously trying to suggest that there's more than one of me? Then show me the evidence. Show me there's something that proves that there's more than one of me.
Alright. This proves it, even though she has red hair. Take that! I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps? That's right. Dahlia Hawthorne, a woman I know only too well.
I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. But she's no longer...
Yes, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it? Sorry.
Thank you.
There's no need to explain now, is there, Iris? The second you, who was here at the temple and the night of the murder, it was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne.
But you just said it yourself a second ago. My sister's dead. Have you forgotten that?
Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, a training ground of the Kurain channeling technique. That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you knew about it. And that's the secret you've been trying to hide from me. So sad. We're gonna find out about the night of the crime next time. Lots of rhymes. Anyway, see you then.